It looked like herself. She was purple and very swollen eyes, bruising on the legs.
Nyla Lewis, unrecognizable, beaten within an inch of her life. Police say by her own father on Father's Day. Right now, Nyla is here at Maimonides Hospital in critical condition with her 17-year-old mother by her side. This afternoon, Nyla's aunt, Janice Munford, had only one question.
Why? Why would he do it? She's innocent. She didn't deserve nothing like this. She's loving, she's caring, like, she likes to play. Like, I don't understand why.
The baby's 19-year-old father, Shaquan Taylor's Coney Island apartment is where police say the horrific crime took place Sunday. Nyla's mom dropped her off to spend quality time with Taylor until
he called her or whatever and told her to come get your baby.
Little Nyla's mother found her in bad shape, and when she tried to call 911, police say Taylor beat 17-year-old Tammy Lewis as well. Lewis is a proud young mother displaying the joys of Nyla's life on social media. On Taylor's Facebook page, he expressed not wanting to have a baby, but no one expected anything like this.
He was so happy to have her any other time, so I don't know what happened now. Why did it trigger him to beat her up now?
Taylor faces serious charges. He was arraigned early yesterday, and those charges could get upgraded depending on little Nyla's condition. That's the latest from here. Nicole Johnson, Pix 11.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. And if you've seen any of my previous shows on what I think about people who abuse children and beat up on little kids and abuse little kids, you pretty much know where I'm going. You also know my brand of justice, which is KTM's brand of justice. For those who do like to beat up on little kids and abuse kids, I strongly believe in that eye for eye philosophy, that the very thing that you did to that child should be done to you. So you know where I'm getting ready to go with this. Beat this nigga within an inch of his life. Every bruise that he put on that child's body, put those same bruises on him in the exact same places. Beat this nigga into a coma, and then when he wakes up, put him on trial, and then you ask him, based on what we did to you, what should the punishment be for someone who beats a helpless little child, a helpless little baby girl, pretty much to death because he doesn't want anything to do with her? You wanted to run up in his mama raw because you wanted her fat ass or whatever it was she had. But then when you got stuck with the kid as a result of you not being able to control that little ding-a-ling of yours, now you just want nothing to do with the baby, to the point where you're going to beat the child almost to death. If you don't want to get a woman pregnant, they're called condoms, sir. Take one of those gold chains off your neck, swap it for some money, go buy your box of condoms. And as far as I'm concerned with you, you little heifer, get your tubes tied. All right, if you're going to have dudes run up in you raw with no means of support, with no means of help, with just relying on dead beats of a man to get you pregnant, get your tubes tied, for crying out loud. Then when you meet a man that's worth something, untie him. I tell you people, these 90s babies, I tell you, and this is the byproduct of a 90s baby, by the way, that person's parents had passed on that dysfunction and violence and self-destruction onto their child. They aren't worth anything. They are only good for jail or death. That is it. And when I say, it's not like kids have been beaten, by 80s babies and 70s babies and 60 babies and 50 babies. We know that. The reason that I single out what I call 90s babies is the levels of violence have gotten so bad. It has reached just like this peak of unheard of violence that these people seem to just exact on each other with no remorse, no guilt, no consequences, no thought, no anything. So it is just an absolute crescendo, I guess, of just violence and negativity and self-destructive behavior that black people have you live up to the lowest common denominator now. That's what you strive for, to be the most violent, self-destructive individuals on this planet. And it's a shame that you women, your self-esteems are just so low that you just go to the gutter to get your men. You go to the gutter to select who's going to impregnate you. There is no way that you did not know that this man was a scumbag, a dirtbag. There's no way, based on how he has treated you in the past, that you would possibly think that having a baby by somebody like this is going to somehow make everything okay. He has a history with this young lady. First off, she was 14 years old when he was messing with her, which I think it was child molestation. He was charged with that. Then he was charged again with harassment. So he was harassing her, and you go back to this loser time after time. Then you have a baby by him, because I guess in your mind, and I said this with the Serena Williams show that I did, and everybody jumped on me about it. If you look at her and you look at him, I already know what's going on. I can get me a nice light-skinned baby by him, and it's going to be pretty. It ain't going to look like me. It's going to be something that I can love. I'm telling you, that is part as to why she put up with this mess. She wouldn't have put up with this mess from somebody that looked just like her. There is no way that you did not see these Facebook posts before you got pregnant and did not know what this guy actually thought about you. Let's read some of this stuff. Feel mad, disrespected, still told that little get an abortion, and she tells me she is, but still keep it. Exactly why I hate that little. So please don't ask who Naya Moms is, nor do I still with her, cause no, if I don't never did, just ass, that's it. Shit, I can hardly read this mess. Go to school. Learn to speak English, for crying out loud. Quit being hardcore gangsters and go to school. Just ass. That's it. Shit really get me aggy. And if anybody else feel a way about what I just said, you could suck my too. No, I'm not with shorty. I didn't want nothing to do with her. I'ma just do what I gotta do for my younging. That's it. Word to mommy. I didn't even want to have a baby by her, and it's sad to say, but it happens, and it happened, but it's whatever. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all real rights. I have no idea what that means, but you beat your child damn near to death on Father's Day. What are you talking about? This is what you let run up in you without a condom. This is what you took your child or took to his apartment because you wanted your daughter to spend quality time with a man who wants nothing to do with you. I tell you, but this is what I call bitch logic. Okay, because sometimes you women do the stupidest stuff when it comes to men. Only a female would think to herself, this man wants nothing to do with me. This man has publicly disrespected me and humiliated me. This man told me to get an abortion. He wants nothing to do with the child. He wants nothing to do with me. I think I'll take my child to this person so she can spend some quality time with her father. And then when you get back to pick your child up, not only does he beat your ass, he beats the child's ass too. And he told you, if you bring that child over here, I am going to beat your ass. And you didn't think that that was a flag that should not have gone up. Let me ask you something. If there was somebody offering free child care, but they were child molesters, would you take your child to that child molesting daycare center because it was free? A flag should go up, shouldn't it? A flag should have gone up when he was molesting you when you were 14 years old. What is the matter with you? And I don't know why this clown wasn't charged with attempted murder. He was charged with aggravated assault, I believe, if this child dies, because as of this story, the child is still alive. The child's still in a coma. But if that child dies, then I guess they'll up it to murder. But it should be attempted murder right now. And if it is, because there's no death penalty in New York, he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, and all you New Yorkers will have to pay your taxes to keep this dirtbag alive for the rest of his life, so he can be in prison with his flat screen TVs and his libraries and his books and whatever else they give prisoners to make sure that they're treated just like the rest of us, even though they're killers, rapists, child beaters, and murderers. And probably the most shameful part about this is that this girl has a father somewhere, And because of her age, it ain't hard to figure out that he's a 90s baby as well. So he's probably out impregnating some other woman with his alien sperm to squirt out more dysfunction, and has nothing to do with his daughter, who in turn is out here ass out, literally, with these dirtbags, sleazebags that pass themselves off or try to pass themselves off as men. Just an absolute shame and a disgrace that wherever you are, you would allow somebody to abuse your daughter like this, beat your grandchild halfway to death, and you're nowhere to be found. You know, ladies, young ladies in particular, anytime a man tells you, a boy tells you he wants nothing to do with a child, okay, that should be a sign. Don't have sex with somebody like that. Don't have sex with somebody that has no drive, no ambition, no future, no nothing. If your self-esteem is that low, then go talk to somebody. Get some help. Do something better for yourself. Set a goal for yourself. And then when you reach that goal, your criteria should be any man that I deal with has to meet or exceed the goal that I set and I reached for myself. Stop trolling the gutters. For men, this is the result of that. And if you can't do any better than that, get your tubes tied, for crying out loud. This is KTM and the Wake Up Report saying think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.